sunrise, new day's dawning, and it's calling you and me, where the mighty Mississippi flows by Memphis, Tennessee. We've got woodlands, fields, and water. Hey, there is no better way. You can find out all about it on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Make some time, take the family, ask a friend, but don't delay. Listen up and learn about it all. Outdoors with Larry Ray. Listen up and learn about it all. Outdoors with Larry Ray.
Good Saturday morning and welcome to another edition of the award-winning Outdoors with Larry Ray. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency. Now, here's your host, Larry Ray.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome to Outdoors with Larry Ray on this July the 11th. Yes, I've got it right now. You know, last week I got my dates a little mixed up there, and Dave Gabbert and Gene Smith set me straight because we've never done the show on July 4th before. But I know the two guys on with me today will definitely keep me straight as best they can. But this is second Saturday, so this is Ron Wong and John Gordon. Good morning, guys.
Good morning, everybody.
All right. Ron is on the lake where he lives, and he'll probably be going fishing after a while, more than likely. And
maybe for a couple hours because I had to get up early to do the radio show this morning.
Get up
which
early.
I normally don't get up quite this early.
Yeah, well.
So by 7:30, I'll be able to get a couple hours in before it gets hot.
Yeah, and then
because it is steamy.
Of course, and then John, of course, is getting close to moving in that new house. Now you're moving from Hernando, right? Isn't that where you live?
Yeah, that's right, Larry. I've been in Hernando, golly, since 2006, I guess.
Okay, so you're moving to where?
We'll be living. I got a Batesville address. I'll be
okay.
Between Batesville and Sardis on the west side of 55.
All right. So then, of course, I'm not going anywhere, more likely. But hey, before we get into this show, and John and Ron are with us, we want to congratulate our famous executive producer, Shelby McCall. She made the news this week. Congratulations, Shelby.
Thanks.
That's what's that station at?
WYXR.
WYXR on the University of Memphis, and that is what FM, what?
91.7.
91.7,
right.
And they're moving the studio, or they already have. They're at the new Crosstown, right?
Yeah, right at the concourse.
At the
you walk in, and it's right there.
Right there, you can
cool.
see the DJ doing the stuff right there. And your official title is?
I will be in operations.
In operations. That doesn't mean that you'll be operating on people with surgical gloves or anything like that.
Oh,
but
no.
But we're proud of her. There was a story in the Commercial Appeal.
Congratulations, Shelby.
Yeah,
well deserved.
Yeah,
thank you.
Yeah, and we're proud of her. It's a good picture of her standing up there trying to decide whether they were going to jump or not. You know, that's what it looked like. Lots of things going on, really. You know, we're still dealing with, and I don't know how this will last. Nobody else does. Only the good Lord knows. Of course, it's just me and Shelby in the studio, as has been since COVID-19. And then, of course, John and Ron are not here. And it's lonely. I started to say at the top, but it's not.
Well, I have to tell you something, Larry.
What? Tell me something.
On a sad note.
What's that?
I should be preparing this morning.
Yeah.
To go to ICAST in Orlando,
Oh, I know
Florida.
it. Yes, I knew
mean,
you.
because it opens up
yeah.
Tuesday with the festivities that they will not have.
Yep. Yeah.
And, I'm really going to miss out more than anything else, I think. Not only just to see all the new products, but to
No, it's your thing,
see
buddy.
everybody.
It's your thing.
And to maintain those relationships and enhance those relationships, and
Yep.
you'll see all the wonderful people that are there. Larry, you've covered
I've been
ICAST
there.
before,
I've been there.
and,
Yeah, it's almost like I still miss
it's homecoming week.
Yeah, I miss the Gaston's media gatherings too. That we always had every spring for like 10 or 12 years, and then no ICAST. But hey, we're going to be able to talk to Bob Brown with Luz a little later in the show.
What we'll try to do is get some people on in the future shows to talk about their new products.
We're going to have to do that, and I'm going to count on you.
What we'll do is we'll get some images and pictures and stuff like that, and we'll put something together for the website where you can see what's going on.
That's right, lroutdoors.com, so you'll be able to do that, and Ron will be back on what we call Bonus Wong on the fourth Saturday. And John, I know you're still operating out of your house, but DUTV, you guys are rolling along. What episode are we up to now? What are we?
Well, this is the second episode of the year.
Okay,
Larry.
second.
It came out this week.
Yes.
It's from Walkerton, Ontario, Canada, and it's really a pretty neat story. Our 2019 DU Ontario Volunteer of the Year, Lisa Tadgell, and her husband Jamie are on that episode, and it's really cool. And next week we got something really cool on there. They'll be coming from the same area, but we've got a dry field wood duck hunt on that show that's really got to be seen to believe.
Really? A dry field wood duck hunt? So
I didn't know it was possible, and
I didn't know.
You'll see for yourself. It's
wow.
amazing.
Okay, that's on Tuesdays, isn't it? I mean,
it comes on Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yes, and that's DUTV. So you go to ducks.org and be able to pick it up, right? I mean, that's
right.
what I've
You can
done.
see it, yeah, ducks.org. We've also got the Ducks Unlimited YouTube channel. I upload those shows every week to that. And then, of course, it comes on the Pursuit channel. It's and the main primetime slot is Wednesdays at 8:30.
Yeah, that's when I watch it. And a dry field wood duck hunt. Now you've really, we got a whole 90 minutes here. Now I won't think about that, trying to figure that out, how that is possible. But, hey, we're going to talk a lot of stuff today, fishing-wise, try to hook up with the man himself on Kentucky Lake, Steve McAdams, who's been doing this as a waterfowl, and I know John knows him from that, and also John knows him from John's time at Avery and things along that line. Is Steve McAdams, and we're going to talk a little bit about how fun it is to be a guide on Kentucky Lake in July. So we'll talk that, and can't wait to talk to Jay Yellis. That's right, Jay Yellis, and the legendary professional bass fisherman who has turned his attention, which is pretty cool, I think. And Ron knows this probably as well as anyone, that in 2015 he became the executive director for Cast for Kids Foundation, and they got 3 different organizations. We're going to talk to Jay out in Salem, Oregon. Bob Brown, man, I tell you what, this guy probably knows more about lures and poles than about anybody, Ron, because of his abilities and design work and things for lures.
Yes, he does all of the design work, development.
He is the designer.
Lures,
yeah. And so that's out of Springfield, Missouri. Doug Miner. He's a major in my ability. 37 years with Strike King. He's been on the show many times, and he is now the new president. Well, he hasn't really started it yet. I think it's July, the middle of July. Not quite. It's close. It may be next week. And
I think it's next week.
Next week it may be. So we'll talk to Doug, and he's out in Idaho. So we're going from Salem, Oregon to Idaho to Springfield, Missouri to the Kentucky Lake. And we'll close it out with a young lady who was one of the award winners for the scholarships that Ducks Unlimited does. And we'll talk to Betsy Newbill of Dyersburg, and John's going to help us get through Betsy, one of the great things, and she's going to use that money. She's a graduate of Dyersburg High School, a former president of the Dyer County, Tennessee varsity chapter of Ducks Unlimited. And John, we'll probably talk a lot about young folks and how they are so heavily involved in Ducks Unlimited. You know, you've talked about this, John, whether it's the Green Wings or whatever. DU is just not old folks. I mean,
well, you're right about that, Larry. You know, and we're very proud of our varsity and university programs. You know, we really are grooming the next generation
That's right.
of DU volunteers through those efforts, and it's really been a great thing.
Well, I know that, and that's why it's kind of great to open the show with Jay Yellis, who those of us know. I was there when he won the Classic. I think it was in 2002, something like that, Ron. He won the FLW.
Mm-hmm.
I was a rookie outdoor rider back in those days, and just a great guy to have on.
Super guy.
Yeah, so a
wonderful person.
A lot of fun going from Jay Yellis to Betsy Newbill, going from fishing for kids to duck hunting for kids and things along that line, and the ability to do that. So, fastest 90 minutes in outdoor radio programming. Shelby McCall is our show producer. Ron Wong and John Gordon are our co-host as we talk outdoors on ESPN AM 790 here in Memphis. Of course, all you good folks in Brownsville on 1520 AM, 95.3 FM, and News Talk 101.5 in Jackson. We'll be right back, and we'll kick this baby off. Outdoors with Larry